Lobby group Human Rights Watch has recently released a report saying the Syrian army carried indiscriminate and deliberate air raids against civilians. The 80-page report relates to some 50 airstrikes in opposition-controlled areas. Our reporter Gillian Pillay and cameraman Khaokungwe Murutwane are in northern Syria.
A country scarred, its wounds evident in its scorched landscape. Savage mortar attacks and airstrikes are relentless. Anguish and desperation vie with the burning desire for freedom. Wahida Rahal vividly recalls the undiminished beauty of her hometown harem. Narrowly avoiding the piercing airstrikes, she fled with her family as the conflict escalated. No one here is immune from the ravages of this 2-year war. Her cousin languishes in an Aleppo prison.
I hope to be a free citizen, and Syria is have many free and all the people can say and explain about their opinion, freedom. Yeah.
This man prefers to remember a town before the war.
His city was very peaceful and quiet before Al-Assad army bombed it by plane and by cannon and by rockets.
The airstrikes are swift and often fatal. Once a place of worship, this rubble-filled mosque is a pale shadow of its former glory. About 70 people perished in a series of airstrikes 6 months ago. Once a splendid town, now a shadow of its former glory. But amidst the destruction, still some hope that it will be returned to its former glory. A place they can once again call home. Gillian Pillay, SABC News, Northern Syria.
We now cross live to our reporter Gillian Pillay in Syria. A very good evening to you, Gillian. How are the medical relief efforts progressing at the hospital?
Good evening, Mabakshni. It's day 4 of relief efforts here in Dakush. Doctors are working tirelessly to ease a burden of some patients that haven't received medical care for up to 2 years now. But it's been particularly taxing for doctors in theatres, for all the doctors from South Africa, but particularly for the doctors in theatres who are inundated with, among the many cases, hernia cases. And it's this backlog that they're wanting to attend to before the mission comes to an end next week. Bakshi.
Now, Gillian, I imagine displaced and injured people are flocking to the facility. Is the facility adequately staffed and equipped?
Bakshi, the first few days into the mission, I'm sure doctors were overwhelmed with the response of locals converging on this facility. It's the only facility within a 40-kilometer radius of Dakush. And these people haven't had medical care for 2 years. They're desperate. Some of them have really serious injuries, and it's injuries that have just worsened over time. What has happened is there's a lot of influx, but how they've dealt with this is they've now established an outpatient clinic to address this influx of patients. And this outpatient clinic will attend to mothers, to children, and administer adult medication. And it's around the general practitioner type of discipline where this where the influx will be eased. What Gift of the Givers has also done is sent out doctors to rural areas within a 10-kilometer radius of the hospital to identify priority cases, and those cases are now being referred to the hospital so that they can be addressed before doctors head back to South Africa next week. Bakshi.
Thank you very much. That was our reporter Gillian Pillay coming to us from Syria.